Welcome to weekly forecast of Nifty top 10 stocks according to their weightages and major indexes like Nifty, Bank Nifty, Gold, Silver, Crude, Bitcoin, and USDINR. So we'll begin with the gold daily chart. So daily chart is for a buy. Earlier week, let's say hourly chart. Yeah, we were in the sell side. It is trading in the channel. So we can expect like A, B, C, D, and E. We can expect some upside movement in case of gold for this week. Like this. So earlier we were around here, this point. So I said one sell you can expect here up to 1980. So that has done. So now you can look for one buy like this if it is crossing the trend line and towards 2050, or if it is not crossing the trend line, if it is consolidating here, so we may see one more down towards 1977 or like previous low, that is towards 1973. Okay, 1973 and 1979. So look for buy once it crosses the trend line, or else look for the sell in case of gold. Silver were positive, yes. So in silver, we said like here, if it consolidates a little bit, it can go up to the level of channels or a little bit higher. So it went little bit upper, then down, then up. So it is trading in the channel. So I'll removing everything so that it will give you clear picture. This is one trend line. This is one more trend line. Okay, fine. So it came below the trend line and reversed from there. So from here, it was a good buy towards 23 and 24. Now, what is the possible structure? Here, it is lower downside, one up. Yeah, so it is near the top. So we can expect one up more up in case of silver too. So it can go up to the level of 24.50. So look for buy in case of silver, not to sell, because it is a good upside moment. That is a faster retracement or faster movement for the upside and crossing the previous high, that is 23.29. So now the trend has reversed. So you can look for the buy towards 24.50. And crude oil. As expected earlier, like I said, here it will go upside, then it may come down. So still it is in the downside only, because the overall trend which I mark here is like this is whole box. This is the downside and it is consolidating. That means this is the higher low, and this is low, right? The price is trading in between these two area until and unless it crosses the $80 and below $68, our trend may not change. So here in case of crude, this is like a new structure again, ABC. It may go a little bit upper as it is slower compared to this fall. The whatever the time it took the fall, it is more faster compared to whatever the upside, it is going slower. So we may find one up, then a little bit downside before it can go any further up or further down. Because if I see these two movements, that is like a V are taken the equal times, right? Or more or less equal times. So these kind of a structure, what they do, they come a little bit down and then break for the upside. So look for smaller correction, maybe towards 75 USD or even to the 73 USD, then we may find one more up. So look for a smaller buy towards 79 and 80, then we may reverse from that and go upside. USDINR structure hasn't changed much. It is there trading in between those two areas of 83 USD or like 83.40 to this low. Okay, so structurally hasn't changed much, so it can go little up. So towards this, right? So it is A, B, and now for the C. So it may go little up, then down, then up. Possible structure is like it is trading in a B wave, A, B. It's a B complex wave. So you can look for the buy towards 83, then may come to the 82 and then go upside. So that will complete the ABC structure. Okay. That's Bitcoin. earlier we were in the sell and we turned buy near the area of 48,000 or something. So on daily structure, it is looking good. Yeah, it is near this area now. But if I see the time wise, the time it took for the downside, time it took for the upside, it is more. And see here from this top, if I'm taking, and this is the low, it has broken in more time. So more or less, we get one down before it can go any further up, or if it is like consolidating on this area of 48,000, so we will be getting one more buy because this movement is sharp, right? A, B, and C for like this, you can get towards 58,000 and 60,000 too. In case of Bitcoin, so look for the buy setup. It may come towards 48,000, so that will be a good area if it is taking support here to buy towards 58,000. Nifty. It's a daily chart. See, it is taking a support here. I just joined this low and the second low, and this is the third point which is coming, and it took the support from here in the daily channel. So for the high, this is the high point, right? 3 times it tried to break the high of 22,148. Yeah, 198, 192. That is the highest point. Yeah, 22,198, right? And this is the high of 22,130, 140 around. Okay. So this is the daily chart. If I look daily chart, this is the high as of now, this high or maybe this high, and this is the low for me, right? So this is the high and this is the low. As in case of gold and silver, it is trading in between these two areas until and unless we cross the high of 22,198 and closing above that, we won't be saying buy. But until and unless it crosses the low of a recent support, that is 21,600 or 21,579, we won't be saying like this is a sell. All right. So this was a sell movement which earlier was like simple ABC kind of a structure, A, B, C. We were expecting it to come a little bit down, but it took support and reversed from there. And as soon as it breaks the AB trend line, so the trend has reversed. Okay, now see the hourly chart, I would suggest, right? So now whatever the structure which is going on right now, maybe this is a three-wave or a two-wave. Okay, this if it is a part of the correction, so I consider this as A, B, and C, the two waves, right? Here A, B, and C, and this is total AB. I just remove and keep only these things. If something is started here, then this is the A and this is the B, and now we are going for the C, right? Uh, for that, I just add this trend line or this trend line. You can join those, and this is the one channel. If I'm considering this low and this low, this is the channel, right? But before that, it needs to close above the previous high, that is this area of 22, let's say 22,200. Okay, if I see only this part, it is looking like a sharper movement compared to this downside, right? So if I see this only last two movements, if you see here, this is a slower movement, right? Yeah, this area. If I compare this, this is a faster area. Let's say. If I see this is faster upside and this is slower downside. Maybe it took a total time of whatever it took from high to low. Yes. See, high to low here, it has taken that time, means there's a time correction. So we can see if it crosses high, or let's say if it is gap up or something, we may see towards 22,500 or something, right? If not, there is a two-way to see the market is both way, that is upside and downside. The downside, this is like ABC, and if I consider this as a part of the C, then this will be the ABC again. Like for this will be again like A and B. This was in the channel, so this is a C. Okay, again, if it is a two waves, it is again A, B, and C. Now the possible structure is a triangle like A, B, C. This is A, B, C, and this is A, B, C, and one more A, B, C. And the total structure is turning. If it is not crossing the high, then we take it as a a kind of a triangle structure. So that I'm at. Okay. So in between these two areas. So if it is like downside or not sustaining at the top, so we may see one more down. So that will be like A, B, this is A, let's say this is B, this is C, and this is D, and we will be seeing E. Okay, at the end. So what to trade and how to trade here? If it is opening above the previous close, that is 22,147 or above, you can see up to the level of 22,250. But if it is crossing above the channel and consolidating there, that will be the good sign towards 22,600 and 22,700 to consider this as an impulse wave. But if it is two waves, that will be downside. So that will be knowing in 2 days. In next week, we will be knowing whether it is an impulse to consider a three-wave structure or a two-wave structure. Okay, so look for buy here. Until and unless it closes like gap down of 22,447 and directly if it is moving, we can plan for this E wave. Otherwise, we will be staying in upside towards 22,200, 300, and 400 if it is crossing and sustaining there. Okay, we'll see how the structure behaves, whether it is a possible structure is a triangle or to this impulse, we can say like ABC structure. Okay, this whole movement. There is a two scenarios. One is a triangle and second is ABC. And ABC will be like this. So this will be the C for the upside. This is A, B, and C, which is I'm looking, or it's a triangle if it is not crossing the up. Okay, right. That's fine. Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty, it is similar structure that of the ABC kind or ABC A, B, and C. Okay, it may come towards 47,258. That is the previous high, and from the top there is the trend line. So we may see some resistance here in case of Bank Nifty, not in Nifty. So most of the time it may go towards this and reverses. Then in Nifty also towards high, and then it may reverse if both indexes match. Okay, so here look for smaller buy, then sell in case of Bank Nifty, and in Nifty wait for the confirmation. Okay. Individual stocks, Axis Bank. Structurally hasn't changed much. It is taking support from the channel, which is coming from the downside. Yes. So we can see one up before it can go any further down. So here in between these two areas, like it is a triangle, little down, then up, little down. So look for a smaller sell, then buy in case of Axis Bank. Bajaj Finance, it is making the structure of the triangle, or you can say a peanut kind of pattern, which is making right now. So below this will be again weakness for the downside. Let's say this is a one downside. If it is breaking the low of 65.45, we'll be seeing one down towards 6,300 and even for the 6,000 and 6,100 with the previous support is there. If it is not, let's say if it reversing a little bit, so it can go a little bit upper towards this resistance, so maybe towards the 68 or even to the 7,000. If it is coming inside the structure, that will be the good sign. If above the 6,800, we can see towards 74 and 7,600. But seeing Nifty and Bank Nifty, if they are for the downside, this will also may come towards 6,000. But if it is crossing this trend line or a peanut kind of a structure or triangle kind of structure, here we can buy, but below we can sell. Okay, Bharti Airtel, it is for the buy only because upside movement and then consolidating. So let's say if I remove everything, this will be consolidating, right? So we can see buy on break of this channel or trend line. So we'll be seeing these kind of a structure in case of Bharti Airtel to complete the structure of like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so look for buy, not to sell in case of Airtel. HDFC Bank. HDFC took support from this level. So previously the low of the 1360 and here 1360. The reversal is little bit sharper compared to this one. So we can see a smaller pullback or a buy side trade in case of HDFC Bank. So this is the second term. Right. This will be the channel. So it has broken the channel. Now we can see little bit upside, maybe towards this. Okay, before it can go any further down. So look for buy towards 1480 or 1500 in case of HDFC Bank, keeping low as a SL. Okay, so trade for upside. ICICI Bank, yeah, structural hasn't changed much, so we'll be seeing one down before it can go any further up because it's completed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll be seeing in inside the channel only, like what the structure which is making in Nifty. Like this. This is a low, right? And this is a high as of now. This is a low and this is a high. So in between these two area, it is consolidating. So it may go little up, then down, and then up possible. Okay, trade according to that. Infosys. Yeah, earlier we were in the sell like channel stop and it is going down. So at the end, if you see, the whole structure is going for the B wave. So we will be seeing the opportunity for the C actually. If it is going a little bit up also, we will see the reversal point and then catch for the downside because it is a faster downside and this is a slower upside. So I look for the downside trades in case of Infosys. But if you see only in hourly chart, you can see here a reversal and it is going inside the channel, right? So those kind of a structure, I'll remove this so that it won't confuse our view. Yeah, this might be the same. As a reversal is faster, you can see here, it's faster earlier back down. If I see from this low to this low, this lower high to this high, the time it took might be the equal or little bit lower one. I'll check with the time and price. Yeah, it is in a lesser time. So we may see one up before it can go any further down. So maybe towards this and go a little bit up towards 80% or 100% of this previous move. Then we may see one reversal or upside. So as of now, we can look for the buy in case of Infosys towards 1710 and 1720. ITC, we were in the sell. Yeah, daily structure it is in the sell because see the kind of structure it was making is A, B, C. So in the C 1, 2, and 3, 4, it is not still making. So maybe one reversal like this, and we may see one more down before it can go any further up. So in case of ITC, look for the sell setup, not to, because a smaller buy can be expected maybe towards 420 or 430 because this is like a 1 and 2 and this whatever the reversal will come in 3 and 4 and after that we will get one more down. Kotak, it is in the channel and taking the reversal from here, and if I see this upside movement and from this down, so it may come a little bit down one more time and go towards this channel. So look for sell, then buy in case of Kotak. So only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 has done, but little down, then it may go towards this channel is top, then reverses. LNT, we were in the down. Yeah, it has done the target of maybe the ending diagonal. Yeah, this was the low near that one. That will be fine. So just this. I added this because the time. If I see the total whole movement and in 1/4 time the target will come 80% of the down. So 80% will be like near 90% target has done in case of LNT. So still it will go down, but it may reverse a little bit before it can go any further up. So I'll be looking sell in case of LNT only because of this, it may come one more down. So look for sell maybe towards this. If it is going 3500 or 3520, then it may reverse towards 32, 3150 once again. So look for a sell setup in case of LNT, not to buy as of now. Reliance, structurally hasn't changed much. So you go daily first. Okay, fine. That's so this channel. Fine. This was the previous highs. right? So this will act now as a support, and from this down, this is the channel's top. Fine. So here we may see some reversal because the higher high is making. If I see the what it say RSI or something, we may see lower lows, but I'm not seeing that. Let's take this. If it is not breaking the high once again, so we'll be seeing a smaller correction towards this. Or if it is breaking this low of 2800, we may see support towards support. So look for sell until unless it crosses the high. If it is crossing high, then we will be seeing high to buy towards 31 and 31.50. So look for buy above the previous day's close, and look for sell below the previous day close. So here we may see some reversal towards 2800, then we may see upside. But as of now, look for sell below this and look buy above this. TCS. Uh, Earlier it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I thought like now it may go towards upside because it is consolidating here, third and fourth. So it may come here. But one up is possible in case of TCS. It is a part of the correction. So we may go one up before it can go any further down, because one upside moment and the consolidation, that is a good sign, like one upside moment and consolidating in between. So we may see one up before it can go any further down. So here this total moment is a flag kind of a pattern. So we will see one more up, that is towards 4280 and 4240. Look for buy setup, not to sell. This video is made only for the education purpose. If you find video useful, share among your family and friends. And please do subscribe if you are not done. And thank you for subscribing. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Have a wonderful day.